A track and field coach, after losing to a predominantly black team, said black athletes are faster because they're used to running away from burglaries.
Yo, that's crazy. If that is real, that is the best thing I've ever heard, right? I've heard a lot in my day, like because we have extra tendons, right? But because we are criminals, we are innately criminals, we have to be able to run faster than our white criminal counterpart, right? It's crazy, right? So how do you recruit in the jail cells? Hey, what are you in for? Fast. You look like you could do the 100-meter dash. Like, that is the best thing I've ever heard. Honestly, this should be our racist or funny moment. And even though it's so blatantly racist, I would vote funny because how do you think of that? Like you would write that as a comedy joke in like a movie. Someone would say, you wouldn't think someone actually would say that. Like, that's crazy.
Also this person doesn't believe that because I don't know about y'all, but I've never seen anyone on foot ever escape the police. Like you always get that one clip where they do hit them with the and then they have hit the ankles. They drop down to the knee. But later on, by 9 o'clock on the 9 p.m. news, they're gonna have this man the mugshot. Like, yeah, man, they called me. It was. But the truth, let's just talk about it. Someone said this to me the other day. And I told them everything about sports is racist. And they didn't believe me when I said this. And this takes me back to an old story. Drake, the football team back in the 1940s, had a potential Heisman winner. He was number 43. He was the best player on the field. They went to go play against Oklahoma where black people weren't allowed to play. And this was before the invention of helmets. They knocked him out 3 times before the end of the first half. And the dude went out to the fucking physics and the engineer team, and they designed him a helmet and a face mask so that he could protect himself. And then the NFL adopted it 2 years later. Everything about sports is racist, and the part that makes it the worst is when people can't handle their L's because then the worst parts of them come out. It's mind-boggling that this person had the audacity to say this. What's even worse is that he's been harboring it for a long time. So every black student on his team needs to be removed from there. He clearly doesn't have the best interest of any black person on his team.
That makes sense. Hold on. Now I got to explain the story. This dude is from England, right? He doesn't know American cops know how to crack heads, right? Like the Chris Rock joke of you run from the police, they come and win an ass whooping, right? I've seen them English cops. They don't know how to crack heads. You know who other cops know how to crack heads? The French police. We might see those videos of the protesters, but no one sees the videos of what the police be doing to those protesters. They look very similar to our police officers here. I'm pretty sure if he was an American, he wouldn't have said that because he knows you do not get away from the good old white and blue in the US of A, right?
Yes, boy, they gonna shoot you before they let you make a fool out of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're like, yo, we're slow now.
Your Honor.
Not shake. We just gonna pull it.
Your Honor, you think going to the donut shop is doing me any justice? Come on now.
Why run when I can just shoot? Bullets move faster than me, right? You ain't outrunning the bullet. Like,